want to stand over here on this side? All
You
right.
tell me, Chris, are we okay? I'm not sure what side you want.
You're fine.
Walter on. So Walter, what are you planning for us here?
So, one of the things that I really like about our vegetable menu is that we're always prepared to adjust what we're doing in order to prepare something for someone that has intolerance to gluten products.
Yes.
You know, that might be 100% vegan, that doesn't want any eggs, any dairy, or anything like that. So, once again, just using the products that are available to us right now, and right now it surely feels like summer.
It does. It's summer.
And so we can pretty much say that it's summer. So we're starting to see a lot of really beautiful squashes, summer squashes, tomatoes, with these beautiful baby eggplants that are, these are called fairy tale eggplants, beautiful artichokes. And a lot of this stuff is just, you know, literally comes to our back door, or we'll pick it up at a market close by. And so we really want to showcase that for what it is. Also, this cracker, this chip that you see here, is a chip that is made from tapioca, which doesn't have any gluten in it. And then we just usually infuse some kind of a flavoring in it by the way of making a puree out of it.
Oh, that sounds
so this is
so
tomato. It's
amazing.
tomato flavored. So, you know, you can be gluten-free and still enjoy something that
Or
feels
have
like
no
starch.
problem with gluten at all, like myself, and I'm going to dive into this.
And still enjoy it. Also, so we have some beautiful zucchinis available right now. So we just made a little coulis, if you will.
Okay,
just,
and what is this made out of?
It's just zucchini, green zucchini, cooked down in water, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. So, like I was saying before, we just want to showcase the flavor, the main flavor of this zucchini, and not mask it with anything else.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna play.
So I can do this at home.
You can
Only
very
if you're
easily
in
do
my
this at
kitchen.
home. No, you can easily do this at home. If you have pots and pans and boiling water, you should be good to go. So, you know, this has been marinated with just a little bit of salt.
All fresh vegetables. There's
all
no
fresh
meat here.
vegetables, no meat here. All we've done with this is poach them very lightly in some vegetable stock, salt, a little bit of thyme and garlic. We season it with extra virgin olive oil. This is a really, really beautiful, very light olive oil from Milano. Okay. So I have patty pan squash, which is a summer squash.
Looks like it's been grilled a little bit.
So we've grilled them. Yeah, we grilled all these vegetables here. Baby artichokes, which have been grilled. And then that baby beautiful eggplant that I talked to you about, it's called the fairy tale eggplant. They're very tender. There's no bitterness to them like you would have an Italian eggplant or a globe eggplant. A lot of chefs or you know, kitchen chefs will salt them heavily to drain some of that moisture out. That's usually really better. These guys, you can just pretty much eat them raw if you really wanted to.
It's amazing.
Okay. So
and this is what we call, I guess, in the kitchen world, this is plating the food?
This is plating our food, and this is actually one of our dishes that we have now on the menu, on our vegetable tasting menu. Okay, and then who can have summer without tomatoes, right?
Oh, absolutely, and a little kosher salt.
We'll finish. You know what? I'm using a salt called Malden salt, which is from the UK. And it's a little bit finer crystal, really delicate, that you can actually eat one of these crystals and not feel like it's salty. It's just very delicate, very pristine. Okay. So we'll finish seasoning those tomatoes with that. Grab one of these. You know, it's
so we
just
have
nice,
yellow
like,
tomatoes.
We have yellow tomatoes.
This is again locally
These little guys,
grown.
these guys are called sun gold tomatoes, and just because of their color. What we do is we. And it depends on how tender it is, how ripe it is, but you can just pull the skin right off of it. So these don't have any skin on them. So the way to do that is either poach them very quickly on a boiling water, very, very quickly, literally 2 seconds. Pull them out, shock them in ice water, skin comes right off.
That's amazing.
Or for example, these that we're using right now, they're very ripe, so we just peel it right off.
The skin comes right off.
Yeah, with using a small paring knife or a small knife, okay? So really delicious tomatoes. And then, you know, I'll take these chips, which are, like I said, tomato flavored, plug them in here, and I'm making it a little extra large for you and Chris to be able to eat.
Thanks for enjoying
And then, you know, one of our local farmers actually yesterday afternoon brought me these, and these are radishes.
Now, you know, I didn't know at first. I didn't know if it was. I know it's not parsley.
It's not
so
parsley. It's actually a little. It's a baby radish.
Is this the actual plant before the bulb?
It's a whole plant.
Grows?
So if you would have let this to grow in the ground for another 3 days, you would have something the size of your pinky, and that's usually what most people are still used to seeing. It's just a little bit more delicate, and it still has that radish flavor, and I can put 3 or 4 of these in a dish, and you would never feel that heavy spiciness from a radish.
Yes.
You know, so it definitely, you know, complements the
beautiful.
dish really well. The greens are very tender. It's almost like a lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's sort of like a really light baby spinach. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's pretty much that's our dish. Okay.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I will clap for you.
Oh, thank you.
That's a fine presentation.
Like I said, it's big enough for you and Chris to eat. So.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
And so this would be a dish for lunch.
We do have it. We have it at lunch, and we have it at dinner.
And this is what you would eat. You could eat this as your dinner. Do you complement this with something else, or for a vegan, you can eat this, and this is your meal?
Well, because our menu is a tasting menu.
Yes.
And at lunch we offer 5 courses.
Okay. So
at dinner we offer 8 courses. This, in a bit of a smaller profile, would be one of the courses.
Okay.
We also, you know, this would be part of an 8-course meal at night, or this would be part of a 5-course meal during lunch.
Okay. Excellent.
Unless you think that that's filling enough.
Oh, I mean, I do. I do. I mean, I don't want to change the business plan, but I was thinking, oh, that's lunch.